If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, how can I overcome shyness and become a good public speaker? Answer by Kartikeya Naramagan. Let me ask you a simple question, my friend. Is it possible to learn how to swim by reading a book on swimming? I guess it is not. You need to get into swimming pool, get yourself drenched and struggle to float. Only after few days/months/years of practice you will pro. Same thing applicable for public speaking. Rule 1 in public speaking is it okay to fail? If you fail in your attempt, don't shy away. Every failed attempt is another chapter which you learn in the book of public speaking. Public speaking is more of learned by doing exercise. So is it okay to fail? Remember the lessons learned in that failure. Rule 2 in public speaking is, if you want to be lion, then you should train with lions. Having a conducive environment to practice very crucial. There is no use of practicing before mirror forever. You should be talking in front of live audience to train your brain to handle the real world. I would recommend you to join Toastmasters. Trust me, it really helped. In last 4 years I can see the difference in the way I present any speech in front of audience. Rule 3 in public speaking is, it doesn't matter whether you are pro or novice in field. You should practice it regularly. These 3 steps helped me to overcome my fear/shyness of public speaking. Hope this helps. Answer by Rebecca Knowles. New workplaces, new food sources, new medicine, even an entirely new economic system. For many people, public speaking tops their list of fears. And those fears can lead to unsettling experiences. Some speakers report that their body is failing them. They lack the breath they need, their voice quivers, their arms become clamped in a self-protective position, their ankles tremble. People tell me their minds go blank when they are on stage. Full source, 4 ways to overcome shyness in 14 days, Moldita. The answer to such fears is not to shun the stage. After all, the visibility you have can enhance your career and give you a profile you wouldn't have if you remained in the audience, applauding others. When someone tells you, that was a great speech, they really mean you were great, confident, clear, compelling. So don't miss out on this opportunity to have your voice heard. Acceptance of a problem is the beginning of a solution. Some people might find reasons not to give a speech or even speak up at meetings. But examine those excuses. Ask yourself where they come from. Often it's that you are afraid to speak up. Once you realize that source of discomfort is not in the audience or anyone else's judgments but inside you, you can take charge of it. You can say to yourself, I am going to face my fear. And give that speech even though I'm nervous. Was I nervous when I played my violin to audiences as a teenager? Absolutely. I rarely remember a time when I didn't have the butterflies. Was I nervous when I went on stage as a university lecturer in front of hundreds of undergrads? Absolutely. But I did it anyway, knowing that I was afraid. This same pattern continued even when I became head of a firm that teaches executives to speak. The confidence I now have on stage has come from facing my fear head-on and accepting that giving speeches may not feel great, but I need to do it anyway. If you dread standing in front of an audience, yet know you're going to have to do it anyway, then why not use that anxiety to drive you to greater heights? Begin your preparation earlier than your more confident colleagues might. Create draft after draft. Each time building greater confidence in what you are going to say. Put time into practicing. 2. Most people don't rehearse enough. You don't have a coach? Then practice yourself, or ask one of your kids to listen to you. Saying it out loud will prepare you well for that live audience. I prepare and rehearse obsessively. I wrote 14 drafts of a speech in which I was accepting an award for entrepreneurship, and I rehearsed it again and again. It was only a 5-minute speech, but I wanted to make sure I knew how I would express each word. Once on stage, stay focused on what you are saying and on the importance of your message to your audience. This will ground you and keep you connected not only to your ideas but to your audience. When I played my violin, I felt the beauty of the sound and the cadence of the piece. When I lectured as a university teacher, I kept thinking how important my lecture was to my students. And when I speak to business audiences, I concentrate on the value I am providing to each member of the audience. In staying focused on the positive aspects of your remarks, you will not be undone by the guy who is checking his smartphone, or the individual in the back of the room who seems to be falling asleep. Instead, you will connect with those listeners who are gaining great value from your remarks. Staying focused will also strengthen your delivery. I am told I speak with a warm intensity. That style comes from grounding myself in the text. If I have fears, and what good speaker doesn't? I let the stronger, more positive thoughts about what I'm saying overpower those fears. When your performance is over, claim the glory. Congratulate yourself for your bravery, for taking the stage, and for building your skills in the only way you can be, getting out there on stage and speaking to live audiences. Don't focus on the things you didn't do. Focus on the boldness and accomplishment you demonstrated. As one of my clients told me, I was proud that I gave a eulogy at my father's funeral. My brothers, who are in the media, could have done it more easily. But I did it, and spoke well. Only the choir behind me saw that my ankles were shaking. This sense of accomplishment will inspire you to accept still another speaking opportunity. New workplaces, new food sources, new medicine, even an entirely new economic system. For many people, public speaking tops their list of fears. And those fears can lead to unsettling experiences. Some speakers report that their body is failing them. They lack the breath they need, their voice quivers, their arms become clamped in a self-protective position, their ankles tremble. People tell me their minds go blank when they are on stage. Referenced, 4 Ways to Overcome Shyness in 14 Days, Moldita. The answer to such fears is not to shun the stage. After all, the visibility you have can enhance your career and give you a profile you wouldn't have if you remained in the audience, applauding others. When someone tells you, "That was a great speech," they really mean you were great, confident, clear, compelling. So don't miss out on this opportunity to have your voice heard. Answer by Hamani Nada. Practice. Practice doesn't make a man perfect. Practice makes a man confident. As per my personal experience, I believe that if you throw yourself into doing something, you will do it anyway. To practice, pick a topic that you are familiar to. Then with the information, write your own speech. As you write, you will remember and understand what you are going to speak. Add questions, facts and ideas to your speech. Once that is done, practice in front of the mirror. You can also ask someone to sit in front of you and you can say it loud to them. This will help you with developing eye contact. Likewise, you can develop a good public speaking skill. There is more to it, and you will know about it once you go for it and speak in front of a crowd. The first few times it could be difficult, but I'm sure with experience you'll learn how to be good at it. You can attend local events, anything that includes a group of people and talking. While you go to such events, interact, keep your point, make a conversation, ask and answer. There is nothing to be afraid of, there is nothing to feel shy about. It's all in your mind. To not let others know what's in your mind is up to you. So be smart and don't care. Prepare and perform. Smile and be confident. Start. Set a goal. And only then you'll reach.